For me, the problem is that a lot of work is happening in the space of dealing with trafficking, slavery and forced labour, but it's completely fragmented across all the different agencies, and it's impossible to explain to the public or to business what the strategy is. I think Alliance 8.7 gives us the opportunity to create a single public-facing platform which helps to bring together all the definitions, all the data, all the activities in a way which will be comprehensible to the general public. The way they understand other strategies like poverty eradication, landmines, AIDS. We need to make it easier for them to understand and easier for ourselves to get our messages across. That's what I think Alliance 8.7 can achieve, if it can achieve anything.
So the Alliance 8.7 can add value in enhancing already existing partnerships, building new partnerships with key stakeholders, and addressing and sharing best practices and lessons learned on how to eliminate child labor, forced labor, and human trafficking.
Alliance 8.7 can have the highest value and impact at the national level and at the regional and community levels, where it allows trade unions, civil society groups to come together to begin to work towards a cause. And for me, it also brings nation states to begin to think about issues and reflect in policies, and then communities take specific direct actions. Yeah, it can also add most value to the domestic value chain. There have been a lot of thinking about the global value chain, neglecting the domestic value chain. And it is a point of convergence for players within the domestic value chain to begin to talk about forced labor, modern slavery, human trafficking, and child labor. This is where it occurs, and it's at the production level. And Alliance 8.7 is a tool to start the discussion.
I mean, that's a great question. I think that Alliance 8.7 can best add value in bringing a whole range of diverse stakeholders and partners together to address what is a really pressing problem for the world. It happens everywhere in the world, and Alliance 8.7 has that ability, if we get this right, to bring NGOs, academics, activists, business into a forum and a discussion with the multilateral system and with UN agencies in particular.
Speaking from the perspective of employers, and particularly from the perspective of an association that has as its members large multinational corporations, I think the greatest value would lie in helping companies decide among a proliferation of lots of different initiatives and activities where to put their resources and where they can most effectively make a difference on the ground, given the fact that all of us have limited resources.